What's going on, people? We are back. Yo, we're just gonna review quickly the match yesterday. Arsenal losing to Everton 2-1 at Goodison Park. I mean, yo, it's tough times. It's tough times being an Arsenal fan, but I don't know where to start, man. I mean, obviously, look, these results don't happen overnight, do they? You have to look a bit further and look at maybe, did we bring in the right personnel? You know, did we set up right? Even short term, like Yoji, what's good, what's good, what's good. Even short term, like we have to look at, did we bring in the right coach and stuff, like little things like that. But you know what, I ain't gonna go too far back. We're just gonna look at yesterday. Arsenal losing 2-1 to Everton, of course. I mean, the goal came from Calvert-Lewin, really, but it was an own goal by Rob Holding. Poor defensive positioning, in my opinion. This ain't me criticizing players either, but it's so important in football to make sure you do the little things right first, you know, so defensive positioning, you know, or maybe for attackers, making sure you're onside. Just those little things go a long way. But yeah, I mean, look, poor positioning from him. Calvert-Lewin heads it down, hits his knee, hits Rob Holding's knee, goes in. We got back in it effectively with a penalty, so it was 1-1. Maitland-Niles, again, doing the little things right, you know, being brave, being attacking, you know, carrying the ball forward, carrying it into the box. Like, guys, one thing you always have to remember, yeah, is that when you have the ball in the box, the defense are on red alert. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because it's easier to score, of course, and if they foul you in there, it's a penalty, which happened, didn't it? You know, maybe, just maybe, if that happened outside of the box with Maitland-Niles, the ref could have not actually given it. But when it's in the box, it's so, you know what I mean? Like, for any attackers out there, you have to remember, like, get inside the box and then do your thing, man. You know what I'm trying to say? If possible, obviously, don't force it. But yeah, obviously, the penalty was taken by Pepe, 1-1. And then 2-1, I mean, good header from Mina. You know, again, I really didn't understand why we set up that way with the corner, you know, like the defensive shape in the box was mad. Like, we're going man for man, and we're putting the smallest or the weakest players, in theory, on the strongest players that Everton had. So, I don't know, but let me read. Arteta in or out? I can't lie, I don't want to sound like a fence sitter here, but like, Arteta, for me, I don't think he's been given a fair crack of the whip, whatever they call it, because like, he hasn't really had a pre-season. I don't think he's got all the players that he's wanted in. I mean, look, at the end of the day, yeah, everybody faces adversity in this game, isn't it? But I feel like Arsenal is such a big job to take now because of the rebuild that it entails, you know. I don't feel like it's been all Arteta's fault. So I can't really say Arteta in or out, because I think anybody going to Arsenal will have a hard time. Maybe he's not as good as some of the candidates we could have brought in. That's true. But genuinely speaking, I feel like, you know, this is probably a big job for him. It's probably too big for him to take on as his first job. Like, we always forget that the guys who have, like, played for clubs and taken over as manager, like Lampard or like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, they've had jobs elsewhere before they've taken these big jobs on. You know, Arsenal, traditionally a top 4 club. Chelsea, traditionally a top 4 club. Manchester United, traditionally a top 2 club. Yeah. These are teams where they don't just take anybody. And I mean that with the greatest respect, you know, like, I'm just careful how I say it, yeah. But yo, like, I can't lie to you, yeah, it's really, it's techie, innit, taking these jobs, innit? But first of all, you need to go and ply your trade elsewhere. I know that Arteta was learning under Pep, we understand that, but honestly speaking, man, it's like, it was too big for him. It was too big for him. What about you, though? Yes, my bro. Yes, yes, yes. Well gone. What are you saying? You're right. Lacazette is one shaky. Bro, I can't lie to you. Yeah, I feel like Lacazette is good, obviously, but I don't know, man. You just wanna. I don't know what's going on with him. You know, obviously, I'm sure anybody watching this now or later, they played football to some degree. Sometimes you're just not feeling it, man. And you know the difference is with the pros, like they have to see out their contract if they're not bought before that. So he's probably just not feeling it. I understand, like he's probably got a lot of friends there, like Pepe, Aubameyang, and whatnot. But sometimes you're just not feeling the way that things are going on the pitch. You know, like you probably don't like the system, or you probably don't like how the manager talks to you, or things like that. But you have to work with these lot. It's so different. Like that's football is one of those jobs where if like for example, if I'm in a retail job or office job and I don't like something, I can effectively go out and find a new job whenever I want, really. With football, unless you retire, I mean, you're pretty much stuck there, innit? Congratulations on 500 subs. Oh, big up, big up. Guys, we reached our target then. I don't know, have we reached 500 subs? Let's check. Let's check. Wow, hey, big up all of you, man. Big up all of you. 500 subs, man. You know, grateful, man. Oh, I'm grateful, man. I'm grateful. I don't know if you can see it, innit? But I'm grateful, man. Nah, enough love, guys. Enough love, man. We'll try to get the 1,000 next time, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, we've hit the target for the end of the year. 500 subs. All praise to the Lord, of course. All praise to God. But yeah, man. Like, we'll just keep going, innit? Keep going. I haven't really been consistent. I haven't really been you know, putting out the same sort of content. So I appreciate all of you for sticking with me. I'm gonna try my best to, you know, carry this forward, man. You know, for you lot especially. So yeah, man, big up, big up. Laka had a strong hairline, now his hairline is. Hey, leave my boy Laka alone, man. But let's get into some player ratings, yeah. Let's get into some player ratings. Let me see. Oops. Get the team up. Should have that already, innit? But yeah, guys, so I did a video about this yesterday, but I just didn't release it. I don't know. I probably just wanted to try it out on live stream, yeah. But if we start off with Leno, right? Ben Leno, obviously Arsenal goalkeeper, and like for me, when I look at it and I look at the way that the opposition view him, and I know you shouldn't really look at things like that, but who did it yesterday? Somebody from midfield. I think it was actually Michael Keane, right? The centre back for Everton. He was trying to slap the ball in from like 40 yards. And I'm like, why do people not rate Leno like that? Like, would you do that against Neuer? Or would you do that against even like a Courtois? Or let's keep it Premier League. Like, would you even do that against flipping Henderson or even Pickford? Like, people are trying to slap the ball. They have so much confidence trying to shoot from so far against Leno. And I mean, I can see where it comes from. Like, if you look at the other day when Arsenal played Tottenham and Son just slapped it from far, like he shot from so far and it went in. And people were saying, oh, Leno's starting position was bad. And, you know, I feel like people just don't rate him like that. And to be honest, yeah, that effort from Michael Keane, the centre back, like, had that been a little bit towards the right, that would have went in, man. That would have went in. I think Leno, one of his weaknesses is long shots, which is weird. But yeah, keeping it relevant to yesterday, I feel like nah, man. I think Leno, I'll probably rate him like a 5 or a 6. I know there's not much he could have done, but at the same time, man, like this guy doesn't command his box well enough. He didn't command it well enough yesterday as well. I don't know. I mean, the fact that we didn't get rid of Martinez, but we just let him go, says a lot. And we've got in this Runnison guy. I don't really know what we're gonna do with him. Again, he may well be good. I don't doubt that. But yeah, I feel like Leno. Nah, I think 4 or 5 yesterday, man. And don't get me wrong, Leno was really good before his injury. I don't know what happened to him, but I'm a big fan of him still in it. But I just obviously I'm keeping it real in it. Rob Holding, I mean, bro, that guy, man, like he's again not a bad footballer, but he's just kind of dropped off recently. Um, Yesterday for the goal, the own goal, not good enough, man. Body position was bad. You know, you can't defend, bro. Calvert-Lewin, we all know he's good in the air, right? Fam, get close to him, yeah? Don't let him have a run up on you. Or if he does have a run up on you, make sure you win the ball. But you're never going to win the ball when the goal is facing that way and you're facing that way as well. That's an attacker's position. Do you know what I'm trying to say? When the ball is coming across, that's an attacker's position. When you're a defender, open your body. You could even be side on, which probably not, or you could be like back to goal and just get away, man. But this is why when Calvert-Lewin just got anything on it, it hit Rob Holding and it went goalwards because his position was like an attacker. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You can't be a defender and have an attacking starting position or attacking body position. It doesn't make sense. So that's not the only reason why I'm going to rate him what I'm going to rate him. But also, we need to also remember that there was a few times in that game as well, he was just looking mad shaky. So for me, unfortunately, I'll probably rate Rob Holding a 2 or a 1. I mean, I didn't see anything else there. You know, sometimes players have mistakes happen in the match and then they, you know, they play decent in it or they get a few good blocks in and whatnot. I didn't see any of that. I could be just completely forgetting the game yesterday, but I never saw that. So Rob Holding, I'll give him a 2, man. I'll give him a 2. We can get. Hey, you man go. You man to beat Rob Holding 1. You know what? We'll go with 1. We'll go with 1. So Leno's on like a 4 or 5, then let's say, and Holding is on a 1. The next one, David Luiz. I mean, look. What would I say to that? Didn't really do nothing. You know, these are one of the players that you want him to lead. You know, you want him to lead the team. He's experienced. He's got a wealth of experience winning leagues, I think, or he's won league at Chelsea. International player, you know, it's been kind of good and bad for him there. Champions League player, you know, all sorts. You wouldn't really know it sometimes. You know, it doesn't really look like he has that class. Apparently, he doesn't really get along with the manager as well. Somehow he got a contract extension. I mean, I'm a fan of Luiz, but I don't know if Arsenal fits him, you know, or if he fits Arsenal, I should say. Anyway, keeping it relevant to yesterday, I mean, yeah, didn't really see much. He had a good effort that hit the post. And that was it, really. I mean, look, if I give Rob Holding a 1, then I give David Luiz maybe a 3. You know, he's passive. I'm looking for more leadership from that guy, innit? Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, yeah, I mean, let's see. Bro, Alhamdulillah, Mustafi ain't starting. David Luiz 2. Alright, cool, we'll give David Luiz a 2 then. I'm either or either because, fam, it's just normal. It's just normal. Right. Kieran Tierney, I mean, that was one guy, yeah, who was a positive for me in that match. He was getting forward like he was a wing-back, you know, putting in good crosses. I mean, I don't feel like we should have been crossing the ball so heavy. I can't lie to you. But, look, he was trying to make something happen. He was getting up and down as well. I mean, a lot of people were saying today, I was watching on a live stream today with Turkish, and they were saying they want him to be like their captain in the future, you know, for Arsenal. And I can see that happening. He's got a lot of passion, a lot of determination. You just need that sometimes. That's why I was so annoyed when we got rid of Guendouzi and when we got rid of Lucas Torreira, because I feel like that guy, man, like he brings heart in it. You need that, man. When you're in a team like Arsenal where you're rebuilding and you're really trying to, you know, make something out of nothing, you need effort as the bare minimum. You need effort. So yeah, I definitely, like, I see there's a 6 there. I'm gonna actually give him a 7. I can't lie to you, because I feel like what he brings is, even if he's having a bad game, like I feel like definitely he's worth more. He is like the Bruno Fernandes of Arsenal. They are both on smoke, and he got passion and is aggressive. Yeah, that's it. And my problem with Arsenal is that they don't promote that enough. You know, they don't say, look, we want to really, really push you forward, Tierney, and, you know, make him feel like he's a good example. They don't do that. I heard that they said to him that he needs to tone it down. He needs to be less aggressive. He needs to be less passionate. And I could well be wrong in it. Rumors are rumors, but at the same time, I'm like, raw, like, fam, like, what the heck, fam? Like, how can you say that? You're in a bad place and you're telling man to tone it down when all he wants to do is win. But I thought that was the whole point of football, innit? Like, obviously, if you don't play professional and all of that, just have fun in it. Yeah, let me go on record saying that. But at the same time, like, there's a difference between sport and competition. The pros play competition, in my opinion. Yeah, you do not go into the Premier League just wanting to just be there for fun and whatnot. No, even if you've been promoted from the Championship via playoffs, you want to go there and really leave a mark in it. So that's what I call competition. And Arsenal need to be competitors. So yeah, no, I'm not with that. I hear you. Solid 7. Yeah, solid 7, man. You know, solid 7, man. Ainsley Maitland-Niles. I mean, look, a shining light for Arsenal. Definitely yesterday as well. For me, man of the match. He was carrying the ball forward. You know, he won the penalty. Even before that, he was trying to cross the ball, trying to do all the right things, man. Like, how can you not notice that? You know, how can you not celebrate that? Again, like a TN, you know, these guys have passion. They really fight for the badge. They fight for the club. And they fight for us most of all, the fans. So, yeah, I really was impressed with him yesterday. Even his defensive work rate as well, I feel like top notch. Maitland-Niles, I'll give him an 8. I'll give him an 8. And that's the highest I'm going to rate anybody. I can't lie to you. You know, spoiler alert. But for me, brilliant. You know, obviously, Arsenal didn't play well, but you need those shining lights in the team, man. So, yeah, man. And I like the Instagram post he put out yesterday as well. So, yeah, man, you know where his head's at. So, yeah, I definitely say he's a solid 8. And also, I think he needs to be starting and, you know, being one of the first names in the team all the time, rather than just, you know, when Arteta feels like it. So, yeah, definitely for me, top right back. That's our right back right there. Dani Ceballos. I mean, I've seen him get a lot of criticism. Luckily, Ainsley didn't go Wolves. He gets an 8 as well. Yeah, and the thing is, yeah, people are saying, oh, yeah, let him go Wolves. And, you know, and I mean, look, as a person who plays football as well, if somebody wants to further their career, you can never, ever get in the way of that, I don't think, no matter how much you love them or you love the club. But it looks like the Wolves move would have been better, for him, at least in the short term, you know, because Wolves are going up that way and we're going that way. But he's been loyal to the club, and, you know, he could have easily sat there and said, you know what, I don't want to be here. I could have been at Wolves, and he could have really threw his toys out the pram, but he hasn't. He's been very, very professional. He's put his head down. He's just got on with it. And this is why I didn't like when people were criticizing him when he stated that he wanted to just play centre mid instead of right back. Because what's wrong with that? You know, my guy's playing out of position. Like, if you know about Maitland-Niles, you know he's not a right back, fam. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, traditionally, he's not a right back. But the fact that he's playing out of position effectively and still the best right back in the club, that says a lot, innit? That says a lot. So, yeah, man, all the love and respect to Ainsley Maitland-Niles, man. Top professional. I think he's very underrated. And in some senses, he's been disrespected in the past. But you know what? This is what real G's do, innit? You know, they just focus on what they need to do and they just do it, fam. Dani Ceballos. Should have done it. Dani Ceballos, I feel like he wasn't really... I mean, he was trying, innit? I don't even want to disrespect the guy. Dani Ceballos was trying, but I don't know. Let's see what you're saying. Dani is a shining light for me. He is creative and always trying. Yeah, that's it. It's like, I don't know. I just think he probably doesn't fit the system well enough, or there's not the right players around him, because we didn't really create much. We only had 2 shots on target in that game. you know, and it could be the fact that he's got Nketiah in front of him, and I'm not disrespecting Nketiah, but it's just like, I don't know. I don't really know how we could take that game for Ceballos yesterday. I feel like I would definitely give him like a 6, you know, just because he was trying. Even when he was defending the corners, right? My guy was really, really, you know, trying to rough up. I think it was Calvert-Lewin. Yeah, he's really trying to rough him up. But again, I got to question the manager, because the manager shouldn't really be putting Ceballos on Calvert-Lewin. Like, I don't understand that. If you look at all of the man markings yesterday, yeah, when you had Nketiah marking, you know, front post zone, yeah, you had if I remember correct, you had Pepe on Mina, you had like a load of the smaller guys and the less physical guys on the most physical players in Everton. I didn't understand it, but when Ceballos was asked to mark his man, he did well, and you know, he really tried. So yeah, man, yeah, he's a bit shaky. It could be just due to him not fitting the system. You know, I don't want to disrespect any players in that sense, but yeah, I definitely would say Ceballos solid. What are we giving him? 6 or 7? I'll let you decide in the comments. Also, remember, if you're watching this now or later, please smash the like button, smash the subscribe button as well. Listen, thank you very much for 500 subscribers. You got me feeling like it's 5,000 subscribers, and let's go, man. Let's just go to the next level, man. Let's. It was Holgate on Ceballos. See, my bad. It was actually Holgate on Ceballos, innit? Again, Holgate, a big you know, big presence, man. Big presence. He's athletic. He's more athletic than Ceballos, innit? But you know what? Let's just leave him. But yeah, who's the next name? Bukayo Saka. I mean, look, he gets a lot of ratings from the Arsenal fan base. You know, he's young. He's an England international now. He's good. But yesterday, I don't know. I mean, he was trying, innit? And you can't knock a man for trying. And that's what I always say. Whether I play with you or whether I watch you or whatever, the bare minimum you need to do is give your 100% effort. You know, 100%. Don't ever give less than that. 100%. And then you will have no regrets yourself. You know, the manager can't have a regret with picking you. It just probably didn't work for him yesterday. I mean, even at the end, when he took that shot instead of crossing it, it could be due to you know, lack of experience or whatnot. But I think he should have just slid that across the box. Arsenal probably would have got a tap in. Result would have been different. We would have climbed up the table. Well, we wouldn't have climbed up the table, but would have had more points and closer to climbing up the table. So yeah, I mean, look, Bukayo Saka, big you up. Big fan of you, of course. I'll give him like a 5. Saka is alright, not gonna lie. I think he is a bit overrated. He is a bit iffy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not 100% convinced yet, because obviously Saka's good, innit? And he's young, and I'm not gonna judge him so harsh. But the truth is, like, I do feel like people kind of put a lot of pressure on him. I feel like we shouldn't be looking at him to be leading Arsenal right now, isn't it? You know, I think even maybe there's some games he probably shouldn't start in it. You know, just give him time. Like, you also got to remember that the boy is developing, isn't it? Like, his body's still developing. He's young, man. Like, let him just have time. Let him just slowly learn the game, and then when he's ready, innit? We needed someone like Grealish yesterday. Let's get back to that, yeah? We'll get back to that. Remind me, yeah? Also, guys, if you haven't already, please smash the like button. Please smash the subscribe button as well. You know, share this with anybody who you think is going to enjoy it as well, man. I'm going to be doing a lot more football fan content. So, yeah, let's just see how that goes. But yeah, with Saka, I will give him a 4.5. You know, I don't mind. You know, this is why I've done it on live stream, because I want you lot to get involved. I want you lot to you know, help me out. Because I did a video yesterday and I never released it. Okay, Mohamed Al Neni. I mean, look, I was watching Turkish LDN. Obviously, go subscribe if you haven't already. He's doing really well, and he was saying that it's probably not El Neni's fault. Forgive me if I'm misquoting him, But he was saying that it's not El Neni's fault. Like, he just kind of, he's there by default now. He's in the team by default to a degree because Guendouzi's being loaned out for whatever reason, and Torreira, he's probably just not feeling it at Arsenal. So El Neni, for me, yeah, I can't lie to you, I probably wouldn't pick him over a Guendouzi or a Torreira. In fact, I definitely wouldn't. And that's nothing personal against El Neni, but I feel like I would have rather had Guendouzi there. I think we need to try and call back Guendouzi. I can't lie, but you know what? It is what it is. El Neni too, not good enough. Yeah, he was kind of just not present. He's just not present, man. I couldn't understand why he was playing for so long. But then, if you look on the bench, we didn't really have anyone to bring on. We had Emil Smith-Rowe, Joe Willock. I mean, probably El Neni is our best option right now. There was no Shaq on the bench. So, yeah, I feel like he just chilled, man. He literally just chilled yesterday. I can't really give him a 2. I think that's generous. People, get the likes, okay? enough love. Yeah, please, guys, get the likes up. Get the subs up as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Really trying to push this, man. Really trying to push this. I know I struggle with putting out content and all of that and the consistency, but I'll try my best, man. I'll try my best for you, look. Devin Sahota, my G Boards, big up, big up my guy, El Neni is the king of shakiness. El Shaky, fam, El Shaky, brother. I swear down, like, I just don't know, man. I don't know what that guy does, but you know what? He's a passenger. Yeah, agreed, bro. Agreed. Okay, Mr. Willian. I mean, look, Willian, for me, Chelsea didn't want him. And yet again, Arsenal are getting players who Chelsea don't want, like a Petr Cech and all of that, because they wouldn't sell to the direct rivals if they thought it would be an issue. That's one thing we got to always remember, yeah? Like, people like Willian, Cech, Chelsea offload certain players and they keep certain players for a reason. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I bet you, yeah, if Arsenal in the future buy someone like Tammy Abraham, it's because he was offloaded, And for me, yeah, if I'm really honest with you, the only player that I would really or realistically want to get from Chelsea, because obviously we're not going to get like a Timo Werner here from Chelsea, but the guy who I'd realistically want to get from Chelsea is Olivier Giroud, because if you looked at the amount of crosses we've put in yesterday, and even the crosses that we've put in the previous games, Giroud would eat that up all day, guys, all day. I don't know why we keep on relentlessly just whipping the ball into the box, and then we don't have the personnel to deal with that. I don't really get it, but get Giroud on a cheap. But I think somebody said yesterday as well that Giroud's on fire for Chelsea now, so they ain't even going to let him go. But that wasn't even part of their plan, because they wanted Werner and Abraham to be doing their thing, and Abraham was meant to be the target man for Chelsea. But because Giroud is quality and we underestimated him when he was here and underappreciated him, now he's gone and he's done bigger things. And this is the same old story with Arsenal Football Club. Arsenal are always undervaluing their players and underachieving with them as well. If you look at the likes of Chamberlain, Simon Nasri, we could even go back further than that. Loads of players, even Henry, loads of players have done all right with Arsenal or done well. And then after they go off and win better trophies with us. That was under the Wenger era. That was under the Emery era. It's under the Arteta era now as well. So, yeah, I really don't get it. Not violating the only because Phil Jones was William 0. He won 0 jewels yesterday. Yeah, look, if you look, Fabregas as well, I see that. Yeah, we got good point. But yeah, William, and people were even saying that he didn't even want to go block the cross when Everton scored the first goal. And that's the thing, man. It's those little 1%, that 1% difference, getting in the player's face straight away, blocking the cross. All of these things, you don't know, even in life sometimes, the little things you do, you don't know how it can affect things in the future. But let's keep it related to football. If you go and track a runner, or if you go and even put your hand or pull a shirt on the slide, yeah, I know you're not really meant to do that. But when you do those little things, sometimes it actually changes the outcome of the phase of play or even the match, And if you like you're supposed to. Get in the face of a player, or make sure you stop him from getting the ball. Yeah, it's good habits, isn't it? And we need to be, as footballers, or even just as Arsenal Football Club, we need to be in good habits. We can't be just letting man get the ball and giving him time to cross it, because that's dangerous. He won 0 joules yesterday, bro. I'm telling you, we will buy Kepa next year, fam. I wouldn't be surprised. I honestly wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, I mean, somebody should screenshot that right there and and then post it when it probably happens. William was called at Chelsea, but he's not working at Arsenal. Can I give him -1.5? Bro, give him what you want, bro. Give him what you want. And I don't even think that's criminal, because he's just there for a payday, man. People use Arsenal like a retirement home, man. Every time William goes into a tackle, he pulls out because he expects to get injured. I mean, look, that's fair enough, innit? But then why are you playing then? As bad as it sounds, and guys, obviously don't do this, but you got to be ready to leave everything on the line when you play in it. It doesn't mean go in there and want to get injured, no. But every time you go out and put on a shirt, you got to be giving everything in it. 100% effort is the bare minimum. Fabregas, yep, Fabregas, fam. Fabregas, I'm telling you, fam. I think it's time for William. It's time William should go to China, because I think he is there for the money, bro. I'm telling you, man. Like, get your payday, have a good life, pay for whatever you want. But I don't know if Arsenal's for him, man. Arsenal trying to rebuild, not finish people's career. Yeah, totally agree. Everton's goal from a corner came from DCL winning the ball easily from El Neni. Yeah, was that in that was in like in the midfield third, isn't it? Bro, I'm not lying to you, yeah. DCL was bullying us yesterday. He was bullying us heavy, bro. But who's the next player? Yeah, sorry, forgive me. It is, I'm gonna do Nicolas Pepe. I mean, look, Pepe, I've been watching a few people's rating shows as well, yeah, big up all the man that minute. And I think Pepe, for me, I mean, I'll give him a 6 in it. I can see that he was trying to do stuff, but he's got no end product, man. And we've got to judge him on that. Yeah, I'm not gonna mention his price tag and all of that. Like, it's not fair on him, and even that whole 72 million in installments is just bookie, innit? But I feel like definitely, Pepe he's just nah. I don't know what's going on with him, innit? I don't think it's working at Arsenal, but I feel like he definitely needs to work on his end product. And yesterday, I don't know what he really brought. I think me giving him a 5 is quite generous, because I don't know what he brought to the table. Let's be honest with you. Pepe, do you think we should get Awa or Buendia? We're going to get back to this at the end, guys, yeah? Get back to this at the end. We've got one player to review, and we'll talk about the subs and the manager, and we're going to be bang on it. Sorry if I'm taking long. Right, so I'm going to go to Nketiah. And again, look, Nketiah for me wasn't really that bad. I mean, look, Pepe got 5-star potential, bro, 100%. But at the moment, it's just not. It's just not. Yeah, Pepe was wrapped up in Godfrey's. Fam, like, I don't know what happens with him, man. Like, I feel like Pepe, like, it's all well and good being able to dribble and being able to, get past the player. But if you don't put the ball in the box, man, I don't get, like, those are the kind of wingers I really fall out with. Obviously our players are forward. But I don't get it. Like, look at David Beckham here. David Beckham wasn't really the best dribbler, but my man could whip you a ball from. You know what I'm trying to say? And it's like, it's just end product. Football is about results, man. Like, that's why I know it looks nicer when you play total football or you have skills or whatnot, but this is why people like Sam Allardyce will always get a job, because he doesn't play the most attractive football, but he wins games. Jose Mourinho, that's probably a better example to give. Sometimes it's not always the most attractive football, but he wins games. Tottenham are actually playing now. Jose is one of my favourite managers. I don't care if he's the Spurs manager. He's one of my favourite managers because the guy's a winner. But yeah, I don't see any more comments about Pepe, so we will go to Nketiah. Look, for me, Nketiah, I mean, look, it's a tough one, isn't it? Like, he's been getting a lot of criticism. Let's not forget the guy is still young. He doesn't pick himself to play in the team. Yeah, let's never forget that. It's Arteta who picks the team, and ultimately it's Arteta's responsibility. But Nketiah, he's never shown me that he's the guy that you want to lead the line, yeah? He's never shown me he's the guy that you want to put in the centre forward position when you play 4-3-3 and then you put Aubameyang on the left. He's never been the guy to show me that you need to start him over Lacazette. You know, and again, this is not an Nketiah problem. Nketiah is who he is, isn't it? But the guy is just not at that level. He's not at that standard, isn't it? And I feel like, I don't know why he started over Lacazette, but I don't want to be unfair to him. He didn't really link up play well. He wasn't really an outlet. He had a good chance, which was created by Tierney effectively. You know, Tierney created a chance out of nothing for him. And then, you know, Nketiah just snatched at it, you know, rushed it. Didn't really look like a composed striker. Didn't really look like the quality that we need. And again, I'm not going to blame him for that. Yes, he needs to step up his game, but he's young and he's probably not ready, man. He went to Leeds, couldn't get in the team there. I really don't understand what's going on. He gets a 4. I mean, I was going to give him like a 3, but yeah, I'll give him a 4 then. It almost feels like Eddie can only do it in Europa League games or Cup games. Yeah, I mean, Arsenal in general can only do it in Europa, or not even Europa. When it gets smoky, yeah, when it gets to the time where you're facing like big teams, Arsenal ain't gonna do it. But I agree with you, like the FA Cup games or the Carabao Cup, you know, you know, them trophies where people see it more as a distraction than a priority. I feel like those are the games where we play better. But yeah, that's not good enough for Arsenal Football Club, man. Guys, smash like, smash subscribe, of course. You know, we're trying to really boost things. Road to 1,000. Thank you for 500 subs, of course. I'm grateful every single time. Thank you for sticking with me when I've been inconsistent, when I haven't really been putting out the same sort of content. So yeah, man. Netflix and Chill FC. Bro, couldn't have said it better. Couldn't have said it better. Let's go to the subs. So Joe Willock, for me, I feel like I don't really know what he brings. I'm not trying to be rude. Again, another young player. And look, if we look at the young players here who were in the squad yesterday, right? I'll include Maitland-Niles in that, yeah. Maitland-Niles, Bukayo Saka, Eddie Nketiah, Emil Smith-Rowe, Joe Willock, Martinelli. We can't put too much pressure on these guys because they're kind of learning on the job. I know obviously Maitland-Niles is probably the most experienced out of all of them, but I feel like you can't put too much pressure on them, man. Like they're basically learning the best they can, you know, and some of them are playing out of position. But one thing you need to realize is that I think they are giving their best. You know, it's not like I'm looking at Willock and he's walking around and he's, you know, nah, he's actually giving his best. He's probably just not at that standard just yet. But yeah, Joe Willock for me, I mean, it doesn't really bring much. He could still learn. He could probably still bring something in the future. But at the moment, Arsenal may be too big of a job for him at the moment. But they're doing the best they can. I would give him a 4 or a 5, to be fair. Yeah, we're going to get onto this point soon. He missed a sitter over header. Yeah. Look, Balogun for me should have been in the squad yesterday. I don't know why you wouldn't put him in there. But okay, cool. He wasn't there. We'll talk about that later. Lacazette for me, he played 15 minutes. I think it should have been the other way around. I think he should have played 75 and put Nketiah on for 15, right? That way there's less pressure on both of them. But Lacazette, when he came on, I think he was really, really good. He linked up play. You know, he's not looking like the Lacazette of old, of course, but he linked up play well. I would have given him just like a 5, really. Martinelli, I'm really excited about this guy. That's one guy you can count on to really, really give 100% effort. He's got the quality as well. And he's disciplined, man. Like he was playing, I think he was playing on the wing, and he was tracking back. You know, he was really trying to do the right thing. So yeah, man. I mean, personally, this is gonna sound crazy, but I would actually give him a 6. If he played longer, I'll probably give him a 7. Lack of experience for these youngers, yeah, and it's not fair. It's not fair on them, you know. Like they're basically just put in the deep end and told to swim. So I can't really knock them for that. Like a threat, bro. I think he needs to just go, get somebody else in. I'm a United fan and I'm recovering from the high blood pressure they gave me from the last few weeks. Bro, we're all in the same boat. Arsenal, Man United, all in the same boat, fam. Let's rate the manager then. So look, Arteta. I'm just gonna base it on yesterday. Tactically, Gabby did more than William did the whole game, 100%. Arteta tactically didn't show me anything. You know, we didn't combat the problems that Everton were presenting to us. You know, we didn't even look like we knew what we were doing when we were defending corners, and that's just basic. Like, if I don't know, innit, I'm not a pro manager and whatnot, but from my experience in football, yeah, you normally go like for like when it's corners, innit. So if there's a tall guy or a strong guy, you put a strong guy on him, or you put a tall guy on him as well. Like, you don't put Ceballos on Mason Holgate. You don't put who else was on, like you know, Nketiah to mark the near post when he's like so short. You know, you don't put Pepe on Nina. Like, it doesn't really make sense, in it. So that just shows a tactical deficiency in Arteta. Couldn't really identify problems. Didn't make the subs when he needed to make them. Like, for example, I think he should have brought on Lacazette earlier. If Martinelli is fit, of course, then you bring Martinelli on earlier as well, or you start him. Maybe even start Lacazette over Nketiah. Joe Willock, I don't really know anyway, but yeah, Lacazette is 30 or 31 or something like that. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, we're not dealing with it properly. We should have sold him last year if you don't feel like you're gonna play him. And I don't really understand. We couldn't deal with the balls coming in the box exactly, but then also, like, when we knew the ball was coming in the box, obviously because of the corner, we wasn't even setting up like we want to deal with it. So I fully get you, bro. Jay Bridge and my guy, but Arsenal and United are not in the same boat. United are getting better. I don't even know about Arsenal. Nah, I mean in the sense where we're stressing about our teams, innit, bro? Arsenal beat United, yeah, but for me, it didn't even make that much of a difference because I didn't really care. Because I know United are going one way and we're going the other way. Every time the ball went in the box, it looks like Everton were going to score. Yeah, because you got people like Calvert-Lewin in there, you know, and he's a problem. You know, I don't look, when you want to deal with people like Calvert-Lewin, sometimes you need to put people on them that are going to rough them up, or they're not going to let them play. Because, no disrespect to the guy, I admire him highly, yeah, but that guy's not going to get the ball from like midfield and start dribbling at you and, you know, score. You know, Calvert-Lewin is kind of what it says on the tin, and he's going to wait for balls in the box. He's going to attack it. He's going to be a nuisance. He's going to rough you up. That's the only way I know to deal with such players, is keep the ball away from them, or you just go like for like. You just fight fire with fire. You rough them up as well. Are you Arteta in or out? So who do you think we should get to replace him? So look, personally, I'm neither, isn't it? I don't want to be a fence sitter, but I feel like it's not fair on Arteta to a degree, in it. Like, I know that, yeah, he's the manager, and I'm gonna judge him as a manager, but at the same time, he's not really had a preseason. I don't think he's been backed financially enough. I think Edu has to do more to try and put the right sort of staff members around him. You know, Edu, use your experience and your name and your reputation to try and bring in like a good attacking coach for him, or a good defensive coach, and put those sort of people around Arteta in his backroom staff. Arteta's not completely to blame. I think Arsenal Football Club as a whole, you know, maybe even the fan base to some degree, need to be held responsible. But I think the fans are the last people to be responsible, and we probably hold the least responsibility in this mess. But yeah, I feel like Arteta does need to be backed a little bit better. It's his first job, you know. And personally, if I was the board, yeah, or if I was a board member and I knew that we had hired Arteta and it was his first job, and this is Arsenal Football Club, and we're trying to get certain targets, I would sit there, honestly, I would sit there and say, yo, we need to help this guy out. What's the point of me bringing him in? He's doing it for less money than what we could have paid, and we're just not really backing him enough. But that suggests to me that Arsenal is not really a football club. It's a business. I was listening to Turkish's live stream, I think, yesterday night, and he was saying Arsenal Football Company. Do you know what I'm saying? I like that one. I like that one. Arsenal Football Company, and it's real because we're not actually running ourselves like a football club. Anyways, guys, smash subscribe, smash like, share it with anybody who you think wants to get involved with the discussion. Let me drink water quickly. Sorry. Board-wise, we are on the same boat. Like, the owners and the manager are stinking the club out. Wallahi, yeah. I mean, look, we are on the same boat in that sense, man. And it's like, at least at least Manchester United want to invest. And Manchester United are still run like a football club to a degree. They just make a lot of bad signings. They've been getting it right recently, or they've been getting better recently. But yeah, man, I don't think it's really that deep. Gabriel was needed for that game, 100%. Where was he? Where was Gabriel yesterday? He's banned, innit? I saw he's on the red card. We have too much to do. Bro, it's facts. And the thing is, we even bring in Deadwood. Like, Arsenal's the only football club. You wouldn't even see that at like Burnley Athletic, Burnley, whatever their name is, yeah. You wouldn't even see that at Burnley or at like a Sheffield United. They don't bring in Deadwood. You know, Arsenal's the only team that do that. That doesn't make no sense to me. Arsenal attack is Uber, Willian, and Lacazette, who are all in their 30s. You need younger players. We've got younger players, but they're just not at that level yet. I think part of the problem is like people like Aubameyang, they're losing motivation. You know, Lacazette, they're losing motivation. So where you would be thinking that, yo, a Martinelli or a Eddie Nketiah or a Balogun or a John Jules, whatever his name is, these lot would be learning and, you know, studying under Aubameyang, Lacazette, and whoever else. But they don't even seem motivated to play anyway. So the youngers probably ain't going to be learning much anyway. Manager gets a 6 because he's not like Ollie sitting down watching YouTube or sometimes playing Candy Crush. Yeah, I mean, look, Arteta, you can see that he really is trying, isn't it? He's trying, but he's just getting a lot of things wrong. It's his first job though, and I can't lie. Managers need to make mistakes, especially new managers. They need to make mistakes. They need to learn from them. So it's always gonna be hard doing it at probably one of the biggest jobs you'll ever get in your life. You know, like after the Arsenal job, I mean, there's not many bigger jobs than that compared to if he started at like a Derby County or if he started in Spain or something, you know, or wherever. Like it doesn't go like that. After Arsenal, I mean, you could go and get like a good Champions League team or a good Premier League team like a Man United or whatever. And then from there, it's kind of like Barca, Madrid or the national team. So he was only suspended one game though, 100%. But I don't know with this team. At least Arteta gives orders on the sideline. I've never seen Oli on the sideline screaming out orders to players. Yeah, I mean, that is a problem in itself, isn't it? But sometimes even what Arteta is screaming out is not really productive anyway. Like when Partey was getting injured and all of that, and I don't want to get into that like that because I don't know about Arteta. We might even do another live stream just about Arteta. But yeah, guys, listen, I want to say very, very big thank you to all of you for subscribing. 1 minute. Yeah, thank you very much for 500 subscribers. You know, we're still gonna push. Share this with anybody who you think is gonna enjoy the content. Give me suggestions as well in the comments because I'm gonna lock this off now. Suggest to me in the comments what kind of content you want to see. I'm open to all of it. I think I'm still gonna carry on with the football fan channel sort of stuff because that is the niche that I'm in, of course, if you know my background. But yeah, as for now, guys, thank you very much. I appreciate it. If you haven't already, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button as well. Even if you see me and I'm gonna go on live, just smash the like button already, and then until we go on live. But yeah, guys, thank you for your support as always. Big up yourselves and stay safe, man, especially if you're in a tier 4 zone like me. But yeah, my bro, love for this stream. Yeah. Enough love. Thank you for coming on as well. Thank you for your contributions as well. It means a lot. Honestly, it means a lot, guys. So yeah, man, big up yourselves, man. You lot get me through it all the time. You lot don't understand how much I appreciate you. If there's one person on the stream, if there's, you know, we've had 100 on the stream before, like, but I appreciate all of you, man. Honestly. God bless all of you, and yeah, stay safe. Big up yourselves. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and share.